Hi there, welcome to JOGA. Cow face. Cow face is one of those seated poses that we know we need it, but we think, I wish I didn't need it, because it can be really uncomfortable. But it's one of those poses that if you practice regularly, you really see benefit and progress really quickly. Now, the reason people don't like it is because, well, I'm making an assumption that people don't like it, but it's just what I hear sometimes in class. But there's a lot going on. You're getting a big hip opener as well as a big shoulder opener. And sometimes I don't do the two together in a different pose, maybe a warrior two, standing again separately. So we don't just we don't have our mind sort of focusing on all these different areas. We can just focus on one area of the body. I'm going to demonstrate the whole pose to you guys, and I'm going to give you options along the way just to stop and back off a little bit if you feel like the full pose isn't achievable for you at this moment. Okay, let's start with the legs. So we're going to take our legs in front, and you're going to bring one heel in, doesn't really matter which, and you're going to take it to the outside of your leg as if we're about to do a twist. Now your heel, you're going to draw it to the outer hip here, and the idea is to try and stack your knee on top of the other knee. Okay, so top knee, bottom knee. Now this might be where you stay, or you might come back to this point in a moment. Now this heel, we want to bring it here so we have this balance. So I'm going to lean a little bit into my hip so I can kick it in, and then bring my hip down. So you want to try and get those heels away from each other as much as possible. Another way of doing that is just coming forwards and then sort of stacking your thigh on top, widening the feet away from each other. So you've got a good connection here, and then sit back. Now you may find that sitting back is really not achievable. Then grab a block or a book or something just to elevate your hips a little bit, and that's a little bit more forgiving on the hips and the knees. Okay, legs are set, and also you can skip this part if you don't want to get legs involved. Let's do the arms. So we're going to start taking one arm. I've got my right thigh over my left, so let's do the other side. So my left arm goes up to the sky. So from here I'm going to bring my left hand to my left shoulder blade, and my elbow is high. I'm just going to try and get into my tricep, my upper arm a little bit here. I'm just going to take hold of my elbow and draw it back. Now if you find that your neck is compromised here, you can just bring your hand or your arm in front of your face so that your head is not compromised. But we're just getting a nice stretch in that upper arm here. And this might be where you stay or come back to. Otherwise, keep that arm in that position. Your right arm, take it forwards, palm up. Now to bind, we need to rotate the shoulder in. So my palm goes down, so my shoulder goes in. And I'm going to wrap the arm as close to my body as possible. So not here where you've got a massive gap. Really get it nice and close. And then I'm going to slide the hand up my back. I'm going to do the other side so you can see facing backwards so you can have a look. And then from here, I'm taking hold of my fingertips behind me. Now the elbow points up to the sky, not behind the head because we don't want to compromise the neck. My head is nice and free. And I'm gently putting the elbow back and putting that right shoulder back. And if you really want to go a little bit deeper, you can come forwards. So as you come forward, you feel a bigger stretch in the shoulder, but also the hips. And then very slowly, when you're ready, bring yourself out. Release your arms wherever you are. A nice side extension is a really good way just to stretch those muscles. And maybe take it to the other side as well. So just quickly, I'm just going to show you something you can do behind. Well, I'm going to go behind so you can have a look if you struggle to get into the pose. So one thing you can do is grab hold of your wrist and draw it to the side. So you're getting this really nice connection with the arm of your body. And then shimmy the arm up your back. And then you can try and find the fingertips. And this is what we're trying to achieve. Obviously you can have a strap here as well if you can't quite reach the fingertips. Or like I said, back to this first option. It's a tough pose. One to practice regularly and you'll get there. Thanks for watching. Namaste.